Hello, Metricooler. I'm not saying anything new if I tell you that on Instagram, photos and videos are vital. Now, are you using the correct size for the images you upload? Do you know that Instagram by default lowers the quality of photos? This will surely generate more questions. So let's get straight to the point. What size is correct for your big photo, your images in the feed, IGTV videos, Reels, and what tools you can use? Well, the first image on your profile is the one in your bio, the one that always appears even if you have a private profile. Forget about including an image full of text. Remember that you will only see a small circle, so the less flourishes, the better. A clear image that represents you or your brand. The correct dimension is 180 by 180 pixels, and the ratio 1:1. Don't worry, because at the end of the video, we'll give you the free tools that you can use to give the correct size to your Instagram images. The next image you see are those of the featured stories, those circles where you can anchor stories. Many brands tend to use icons. The reason? Like the profile photo, there's a small space where images with many elements cannot be used. The size is the same as for the profile picture, 180 by 180. And now we go to the feed, where your brand is showcased and your photos appear. Here you can choose 3 options: square, horizontal, and vertical photos. My advice, so that you keep harmony, always try to use the same size. This will give your profile a professional touch. Square, 1080 by 1080 pixels and the ratio of 1:1. Horizontal, 1080 by 566 pixels and the ratio of 1.91:1. Vertical, 1080 by 1352 pixels and the ratio of 4:5. At the end of the day, what we want with these photos is to attract attention. So the larger the photos, the more likely it is that they will attract attention when you slide. Oh, and I forgot. What you need to know when you publish videos on your profile is that they can be 3 to 60 seconds long with a maximum resolution of 1080 by 1080. Stories. Those pieces that only last 24 hours unless you highlight them in your profile and allow you to convey immediacy, closeness, and freshness. Stick to the ratio 9/16. In the end, it is the typical photo that you take vertically from your phone. And above all, don't obsess, because with Instagram stories you can vary the size simply by enlarging or reducing the image with your fingers. It's that simple. Still, if you want to be meticulous with size, take note. The size for your stories is 1080 by 1920 or 9:16 for both videos and photos. And we only have 2 formats left, those of advertising on Instagram and Reels. This video format that tries to compete with TikTok has a maximum duration of 30 seconds. The size of the video is like that of stories, a ratio of 9/16 or 1080 by 1920. Then you add the filters or the cuts you want. And we go to the last point. How big do my Instagram ads have to be? You can create ads for stories of 1080 by 1920 or ads for the feed in square format, 1080 by 1080, or horizontal format, 1080 by 566. And of course, now comes the million-dollar question. What tools can I use to edit my photos for Instagram? Well, you have free tools like Canva or GIMP, 2 great options because of how simple they are. Now you have to get to work editing your Instagram photos, using the right dimensions, and succeeding with your profile. You already know that if you want more tips on Instagram, you just have to subscribe to the Metricool channel and activate the bell. And remember that you can use Metricool for free and discover how to succeed with social networks. Until the next video, Metricoolers.